station. Airfield the lobbies with Buddy Jones to inspire you to carry on.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We have another Saturday reloaded and I'm so excited because I am finally able to get to the range. Here in the great state of Illinois, it has been freezing cold. If not freezing cold, it has been snowing, and just don't want to go over the highway to do much of anything, you know. Even going to work, you're like, go home after. It's not time to go out and join in reindeer games because it's too cold or it's too slushy or snowy outside for that. But nonetheless, I'm all packed up. Got everything that I showed you in that first Saturday Reloaded video inside my range back there. Only difference is my G43X is in there with both of the mags, 10 round mags, and I went ahead and put my speed loader in. Hopefully I can have a great time shooting today because I've been having trouble with my wrist, and I'm really hoping it's not carpal tunnel or anything like that, but I'm gonna have to get it checked out. So hopefully we can put a nice amount of rounds in today. Brush up because it's been a while. I'm so excited, and I want this to be a consistent thing for me. So yeah, let's do this. So the next time you see me, let me get from under that light. The next time you see me will be at the range, high caliber in Champaign. Nobody told me how loud the indoor range was. This is actually the last target I'm going to shoot at. So I did the 5 to 7. I'm going to end at the 10. Uncle Jeff, did you shoot at the 10 or 15? You shot the 10 or 15? 10. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get the 10 because we're trying to see who can shoot, get a bullseye first. I'm too back, but I don't believe it because I didn't see him shoot. It was required up to the 5. No, I'm just talking to YouTube. So I'm gonna see just two in the red. He got two in the red. So I'm gonna see if I can at least get one in the red. So we come back and see. So if you take a look at the target, I did not. These are both his X's. His same one again. Well, like the further it goes out, the lower I shoot. So 5, 7, past that. Yep, we about to get out of here, and I want to share my first experience. Before I get into this video, if it's some real shooters out there, I need your opinion. I really need your opinion. And this is not an iron sight versus a red dot thing. This is truly just iron sight. So don't nobody tell me to skip that all together and go straight to a red dot. Like, I don't want to hear that, but just your opinions. Front sight focus, target focus, training 2 eyes, 1 eye. Please comment down below because the sister is trying to figure it out. But I do have some notes here because I told you I want to give my review of my first time going to an indoor range, because every time I have shot up until now has been outdoors. And so you hear in that video, those pew pews was knocking my volume out. I told you nobody told me how loud it was in there, but it's going to be just a quick review to end this video of my first experience at the range. Needless to say, it was an awesome one, and I cannot wait to go back. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So the first point is that it was awesome. It was hassle free. So they get you in, they get you shooting quick as long as you handle what you need to have handled first. And so really, as long as you're prepared, you're fine. You got your FOID ready to go, your ID, and that you sign a waiver. The rest is just them telling you, hey, remember this, remember this, remember this. Get in there and enjoy yourself. And I appreciate it because it was very laid back from the newcomer, expression on some faces to the like, let me in, I'm ready to shoot. Like, they were just kind and nice and willing to help everybody. Of course, you had to watch. Well, ranges are probably different, but as a first time shooter at their range, you had to watch an 8-minute video before you could go in. We did that, and it was just very hassle free. I did the waiver online, so we came right in, watched an 8-minute video, got those IDs, and that was it. Very hassle free. They wanted you to get in and enjoy yourself, which I appreciate. And then point number 2 was it was inexpensive. So if you bring your own items, right? If you have your own pistol, if you have your own ammunition, if you have your own protective earwear, eyewear, and things like that, it's very inexpensive. So it's $20 day pass and then $2 per target. I feel like where it gets expensive is just the price of ammo in general. That's why it's like, you as a shooter, your responsibility to shop around. When the ammunition is on sale that you like, grab it, get it, buy it in bulk, so that in times when it's not in sale, you'll still have some, and you won't have to spend as high of a price on the ammunition because you need to have it in there. Because like, if you need to have it to shoot it, of course you're going to buy it, and then that's where it can get expensive. And then the third point was just the environment. I really appreciate the environment. It was such a friendly environment. So while I was there was a jam with the young lady who was standing next to me. It was a funny story. She had a 9. But I don't know what kind of caliber bullet she was shooting. It was just too big, and she kept on trying to wonder why her gun was jamming. And so even in that, like, right, you think rookie mistake, and she was kind of shamed, but not too shamed because of how the range officer handled it. You would think like rookie mistake, oh my gosh, like whatever. But I mean, they were just still so kind, and they explained, and they use it as a teachable moment. They were like, see this, like they wanted her to know how to handle her gun, or they wanted her to know how to tell, like, this is how you see what caliber of bullet you should buy. Like, very helpful, not condescending or anything like that. And I appreciate it. Me being a woman too, it was just appreciative to see how they were not like, it could have been another way, or they could have had another attitude about it, but they were very helpful. And then also while I was there, my uncle, he had a revolver, very old revolver, the kind that you still have to pull the pin out of, and I don't know what happened, but it broke. And so the range officer came in and did his best to try to figure out what's going on with the gun, and then was able to pinpoint exactly what was broken about it and why it wouldn't shoot. And so they were just very, very happy to help. But I do want to say they seemed like a little bored just sitting and watching cameras and, like, people come in and out. And so it seemed like whenever we did need to seek their assistance, like they were happy, genuinely happy to help, because they're like, oh, action of the night, action of the night. You know what I mean? So that part was a blessing as well. The environment, back to the environment, like, the range officer come in, check things out, remind us to sweep, stuff like that. So you can tell that they cared about keeping the establishment to a certain standard, which was really nice. And then they answer any questions. Like, I know even when my range time was over, and I was paying, I had a few just lingering questions in my mind about the experience and about, me coming next time. And they weren't brushing me off because I stayed. It closed at 8, and I think that we left at like 8:45. So, sometimes when you've been there all day and it's closing hours, you like, the people, come on, people, hurry up. But they weren't like that. It was just very friendly. They took the time to answer questions. And then you can tell that they were paying attention and want to be really helpful, because sometimes they would follow up with another question. Like, have you considered this? Think about this. Oh, you know what I mean? So it wasn't just like those one-ended answers try to get you out or push you out the door, which was amazing. So my overall experience, so my overall rating, if I could give one, but I'm not a critic because this was my only indoor range opportunity, was that I would give it a 9 out of 10, right? But for recommend, it definitely gets a 10 out of 10. It gets an 11 out of 10. It gets a 12 out of 10. It goes beyond, because I really truly enjoyed that indoor range, and I will be going back. The only reason why I give it like an overall rating of a 9 out of 10 is not anything to do with like the staff or how it's run or things like that. It's just the rooms, the areas with the lanes. It was different rooms with different lanes, and I won't say they were small, but when you consider, like, if there's up to 3 people on lanes, like if you consider like it being up to 3 people on the lane, but then also people that bring in more than one gun. So you have a couple pistol cases, you have like when we were there, like some guns that my first time seeing in person ever. Like there was a desert eagle in there, and somebody had a Mossberg shockwave up in there. And so you think about the cases, the duffel bags, whatever you brought your firearm in. And if like this one person has 3 of them, and then his buddy has 3 of them, and then this person comes in with this, and then you have more than one person in the lane. It wasn't crowded. We had more than enough room, but I can see how it could get crowded. So I'm not saying it was small, but it just seemed like the space could have been just a little bit, I don't know, bigger. But it was no problem there. Because, okay, maybe I need to give it an overall 10 out of 10, because why would I gripe about something that wasn't a problem? It's just I can see how in the future maybe it could get crowded. But all in all, 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. High Caliber Training Center in Champaign, Illinois. You check it out if you are ever in the area. And not only were the range officers, and I know this is just probably a by circumstance case, but on the night that I went, everybody that was in my range of lanes, very nice. I mean, wanting you to try out their guns. We're just proud. You can tell proud of how they had enhanced their weapons, or the things that they bought to help make them more efficient, or the fact that they just had this particular type. They wanted you to experience that as well. And I just thought that was pretty nice and pretty cool. So it was really, really good. And definitely more Saturdays Reloaded are coming up, because I know that I have a lot to work on. Like when I was shooting, the further my target goes out, the lower I shoot, and to the left I shoot, and I know what it is. It dips. I don't know if it's just that trigger anticipation, which I thought I was pretty decent on until today, right? So I need to definitely do a lot more dry fire practice at home. And in doing more dry fire practice at home, I was trying to really figure out my method of aim. I have iron sights, but trying to, and they're just the stock ones from the Glock. I haven't upgraded them yet. That's on my to-do list, but for right now, it is what it is. But to figure out target focus or front sight focus is the thing. And then also, one eye or keeping both eyes open. Like how do you train that? How do you navigate that? But that's something that I'm going to continue to work on. If you have recommendations, if you have some knowledge on that, or if you have some tips on what worked for you, how to get past that, please comment down below. And yeah, so for this video, that's it. That's all of y'all. Peace and many blessings. And I'm going to have to add on here, stay locked, stay loaded, but most of all, stay safe.